please allow me to follow up on the class from yesterday afternoon a little bit. Again, apologize for my eyes. I went to the ophthalmologist this morning. I'm not dying, but I'm not well yet. So yesterday's class was pretty tough, but I want to do more of that. And the more that I want to do is to take concepts from the book and have you apply them to real-world situations. Now, yesterday the prompt was identify the principles of collective dilemmas, that is, collective action problems, principal agent problems, and coordination problems, and apply them to a specific situation where the president had to make a decision and whether that decision was successful or unsuccessful. So that's a higher order level of activity. Know the concept, be able to make the application. And I also told you to not have an example from the textbook. So that required you to have some knowledge of American politics above and beyond the textbook. I know many of you don't have that knowledge. That's fine. That's why we're in the course. But I do expect that in a typical team of 4, that there will be at least one person who does have that broader knowledge. And that's one of the reasons that I use a team assignment. Work through the problems yourselves. Try to elaborate on them as a team. We did okay yesterday. But the one example yesterday that I want to highlight was, and I'm apologizing, I don't remember your name offhand. We'll have to look that up. When I asked about a presidential example, in the case that was given was President Wilson in the League of Nations. I thought this was fantastic for a couple of reasons. First, it was directly relevant for the case. A collective action problem where all would have been better coordinating, but all parties had reasons to do otherwise, to free ride or to defect or whatever. So it was a perfect match. It was an accurate application to a specific example. And what I especially liked about it was that the student was able to bring material in from another course separate from this and say, here's what I learned in that course that applies to this one. That's what I want you to do. I want you to think about what you've learned from other courses that you can bring in here. I want you to use your team understanding of American politics to improve your collective understanding of American politics. And I want you to be able to apply the specific analytical or theoretical or conceptual questions that I pose to you to real-world examples. We're going to be doing more of that. I want you to do better on that than you did yesterday. And I look forward to working with you in the future. And I hope my eyes